All right, let's talk about doing something different in your marriage, in your life, in your mind. Hi, I'm Charlie McKeever, your Happy Man coach. And right now, if you are agreeing to things that you don't want to agree to, if you're saying yes to things that you don't want to say yes to, if you are confused, frustrated, resentful, if you're feeling like you're walking around on eggshells all the time, trying to keep the peace, trying to say the right thing, trying to do the right thing, trying to keep your wife happy, then this video is for you. So let's talk about doing something different. We know what's happened so far. We know what the result is of our behavior, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions. We know what the result of that is right now, the state of things that we're experiencing in our marriage and in our life. We want something to be different. A lot of times when I talk to men, they say, I want things to be different. I want affection. I want connection. I want joy. I want laughter. I want fun. I want to be able to relax. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. I want to have a good time. Okay. Well, let's try something different because we know what's going on right now isn't working. This version of our thoughts, this version of our relationship, our relating to our wife isn't producing the result. In fact, 1.0 of the relationship is kind of over, right? You're kind of over it. You're white knuckling your way through. You're holding on to something that's not working, and it's time to let go. It's time to let go of that. It's time to let something else be possible. A lot of times when I'm talking with guys, they're talking about past hurts. They're talking about past upsets, things that she did, things that she didn't do, things that happened that they didn't have any control over, and it hurt them, it upset them. Their thoughts about it were disturbing, that they feel unsettled, unsafe, unsure about the future. And unfortunately, what we don't realize is that we're dragging all that pain forward. We're saying, you hurt me. This I can't let go of. We keep it alive. We keep dragging it forward, holding it against them. And in doing so, we're keeping ourselves and the other person trapped in that place. So let's try something new. Because in his book, Real Love, Greg Bear tells us that we have three options in any given situation in life, whether it's our marriage, whether it's our friendship, our work, a project that we're involved in, whatever it is. And those options are to live with it and hate it, live with it and love it, or leave it. Living with it and hating it looks like us agreeing to things that we don't want to agree to, not having difficult conversations in order to keep the peace, doing all kind of things in order to try to please somebody else, to make them happy, to manage their emotions, to keep them from being upset with us, where we aren't enjoying our life at all, that we're not really living our life, we're living our life for somebody else, just avoiding our own discomfort in the process. Living with it and loving it looks like changing our mind about the thing itself. We're not needing the thing outside of us to be different for us to be okay. We're actually changing our thoughts about the thing, and then in doing so, changing how we feel about the thing, and then changing how we behave. So I'll give you a good example. A lot of times when men and women get married, they fight over how to fold the towels. He thinks they should be folded one way, she thinks they should be folded another way, and they get into a fight. Now they're into a power struggle about who's going to be right and who's going to be wrong, who wins and who loses. And pretty soon they're no longer fighting about the towels, they're fighting about the pain that they're both experiencing. At some point we have to ask ourselves, is this so incredibly important to me that I would blow up my whole relationship for it? And if it's not, then do I want to continue to live in this pain, the pain of my thoughts about this thing? Or do I just want to change my thoughts about it? Do I want to have new thoughts, better thoughts that serve me in a way that is more constructive and more uplifting and more positive for my relationship and more positive for my own well-being? And so we get to make that choice. We always have a choice. We can always make a new choice. And this isn't about betraying ourselves or disregarding ourselves or giving in or giving up or pleasing her. It's just about deciding whether this is important enough to blow up our relationship about. And if it is, then great. We know that we can leave it. We know that we don't have to be here. We know that we have a choice. We know that we can live in alignment with ourselves, that we can really honor ourselves and respect ourselves. But if it's not something that we want to blow up our whole relationship for, then we also don't want to live suffering about this thing either. We need to change our thoughts about it. We need to have a different thought, something that we can laugh at, something that we can actually find the humor in the situation. And this is what I talk with men about all the time. I talk about these types of things. I help them get down to the heart of what's really going on. What's the story in his head? What is he afraid of? What does he think about this thing? How does that make him feel? And how do those feelings push him around? How do they influence his behavior? How is he participating in this thing that he's experiencing that he doesn't really enjoy? And how can he participate in this in a different way so that he creates the experience that he wants for himself. In the comments below, tell me, are you going to hate it, love it, or leave it? You don't have to go out and make any big declarations. You don't have to tell anyone that you're leaving your relationship. In the comments, tell me, are you going to hate it, love it, or leave it? And then if you want to talk more about that, you want to go deeper in conversation, then I want you to go to happymancoaching.com and fill out my contact form. Let's have a phone call where you tell me what it is that you want to be different in your life. Tell me what it is that you think is possible, what you believe. Tell me about your fears. Tell me about your struggles. Tell me about your hurt. Let's talk about what's really going on. Let's get down to the heart of it. What's really happening so that you can understand it better and you can make choices about it. This whole video is about doing something different. You know that right now this isn't working. You know that doing more of this isn't making it better. It's actually, in many cases, making it worse. If anything, it's eroding your sense of self, your self-trust, your self-confidence, your self-respect. So let's talk about that. Let's get down to the heart of it. And I guarantee you, after that call, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to be clear about what's really going on, what you want for yourself, and where you're going. Let's try something different this week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.